And so you do have to be able to send some horses in on their own, but the safest is leading them in, and that way they're not coming back over top of you. And so
I think that's probably light enough in there.
yeah. Also, this is a more difficult trailer because it's got the tack room back here, so it's got a half door. So you have to have a horse that's more willing to get in a narrow space, and so it takes the time to train. You should spend as much time training a horse to get in and out of a trailer as you do getting them to ride properly. So
well, I'm going to make sure, number one, I don't go to the trailer and stop. I'm going to get him moving back here, and I want him to follow me right in. Once I'm in, if I'm in a slant load or any trailer with a divider, I'm a believer in having my horse tied. I've got to shut that divider. I don't want him sticking his head up over it and fighting with another horse or trying to get under. So I'm going to go ahead. This trailer does have bungee ties, which can be a problem in itself. Those will stretch clear out of the trailer when he pulls back. So that can also teach a horse to pull. So I normally will tie with a short rope. But once he's in, going to push him over, shut the divider off. A lot of horses that are bad haulers, you've got to make sure that they're pushed over, not leaning on the divider when you go to unload. They'll get in a big hurry. The worst thing you want when you crack that divider is for him to come out, because he's either tied or chained, and he's going to come out. I'm approaching him on the left side. If he pulls back now, that rope's coming over my chest. So we want to make sure that horse stands when we open these dividers. Depending on your trailer, I'll turn them around and let them jump out. On a narrower trailer such as this with a rear tack, he has got to come out backwards. When he gets to the edge, we're going to let him know he's there. Whoa. Step down and out. As Warren was talking about earlier, it's great if your horse will load from out here. I don't think it's as safe, but if you've got a full load of horses, you need them to know how to jump in, close your bar up without getting kicked. So, unloading on that last horse, I'm going to make sure he's untied before I step in there. So if he's already tied, I'm going to go around, untie him, walk in, and ask him to step out. And you're certainly going to put your older horses in the back. It's a little bit safer. That's about as dangerous a spot you can be in a horse trailer. I don't really worry about that. A lot of guys will put them over the axle just because of weight. The axle is the most narrow point in the trailer, so I'm putting my shorter horses over the axle. So, and I will never put anything in the trailer unless I have a full divider. This trailer has a stud divider up front. If I put anything in that trailer, it goes there. I don't put anything in the back, spare tires, tack, anything that if I hit the brakes is going forward on the horses.
You brought up the topic of your stud panel, your stud stall in front, and I noticed that you hauled your horse one section back, which I believe also. I think the very front place in the trailer, the horse can't move their feet. You got a solid wall and the horse will step over and step into the wall, and some of them will get claustrophobic and start trying to climb that wall. The best place in your trailer is where you got the dividers that hit them about here, and so they can spread their feet out if they want to, and they're a lot more comfortable when you're having to get in traffic and you're starting and stopping. You'll see a horse spread their legs out and get their balance. So if you don't have a full trailer, don't use the stud stall, don't use the first stall with the ball. And for safety, if you don't have to use the back one, don't use the back one. So I guess the moral of the story is buy a 4-horse trailer so you can haul 2 horses. So.
We've seen horses fall out of trailers from doors being kicked off. We've had people run into the back of trailers. So what he says about the last spot is true. If you don't need to use it, don't fill it. We brought up the topic earlier on a stock trailer. A lot of those horses jump in and out saddled. I'm all for leaving those horses loose, but if you do have dividers, I think they should be tied.
When you tie them, what knot do you use?
I'm still using a slip knot or a bungee tie like Sam has in. A lot of trailers will have a quick release latch, which is probably the safest to use. And if they pull back hard on that, they'll pop it themselves. So you've got to remember, a lot of times you're going to have a horse get in an accident in the trailer and you've got to unload him quick. So the quickest way you can get him untied.